Oh shit, hi.
What's up?
We were on episode 3, right?
Yeah,
We watched Seeing Stars, right?
I believe so. This is season 2.
Yeah. I think, yeah, because we talked about Cats Don't Dance for a minute. Because I was admitted about, it's funny because we were just talking about, we were on Dildo House, yeah. We were talking about how I got I got into voice acting via the Ace Attorney musical.
Mm-hmm.
My audition for the Ace Attorney musical was Big and Loud from Cats Don't Dance.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Big and loud. It must be big and loud.
Baby, we're on season 2.
This is season 2.
I know, we're not on season 2, we're on season 1.
No, we're not. We watched all of season 2. Oh, all of season 1.
We watched all of season 1?
Yeah. Do you not remember?
No?
We talked so much about Aussies and shit.
Oh, I do remember Aussies. Okay, so yeah, we have seen season 1.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Because I remember specifically because you've heard me talk a lot about things like stuff in Truth Seekers and whatever before, like on my tangents.
Yeah.
So I don't, and we explained the whole Kesha thing, but it's like, those are things that we've talked about a bunch of times. But I specifically remember pointing out when we were talking about, when we were in Aussies, and I pointed out that moment where Moxie's about to start singing, where his hand does the little tremble.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't think you'd ever noticed it before.
I remember that now.
Because it's so cute. This episode and next episode will be fun for me specifically because this episode, for different reasons. This episode, I have a tinfoil hat conspiracy that the fandom's a bit split on. So, and this is because I'm blitzbrained. I want to say specifically as somebody who, for people, no, this is Sid's YouTube account, not mine. I can't stand my notifications being more than one. So I clear, even if I don't look at it, I clear it every time I look at it for the sake of it being clear. Sid does not. It's definitely more than 44. I don't know how many notifications you have that you haven't looked at.
YouTube notifications?
Yes, you do. A lot. I think it's because you have upload notifications and you're sub to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, because you don't comment, do you?
No, I don't comment.
Yeah. So they're all upload notifications from people you have the bell on for, and you just don't check it. I'm bad and do comment. I can't stop that's my autism. I can't not be in the conversations. So it's 44. Sometimes though, if you have like an obscene amount, it'll say a number and then plus. Because I've brought it up before, and specifically Brandon has been like, "Oh, it's more than that," and then it's just like because you don't ever click it.
I don't ever click it. No.
Yeah, you just let it. Yeah. Hey, Steele. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? Also, Toe Color. Hi. And yeah, we're good. I'm drunk. Sid's not.
I'm not. But I'm drinking a mocktail, so maybe I'll feel a little something.
Just by like the placebo effect.
The placebo effect.
Yeah. Is that a mocktail martini?
Yes, a mock dirty martini.
How is it? Just olive juice? Like how does that work?
I have alcohol-free gin.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never had like alcohol-free. Like I don't know how good they are. The substitutes or whatever.
Some of them are good. Some of them are shit.
I know I've seen the like beer ones and wine ones, but I've never seen any of the like hard liquor before.
I can't find an alcohol.
Isn't that just pine salt?
Kinda. I can't find an alcohol-free vodka, which is the weirdest thing. I can find alcohol-free tequila, alcohol-free gin.
I'm surprised those exist at all.
Whiskey, but I cannot find alcohol-free vodka for some reason.
Huh. Why is it called hard if it's liquid, right? That's cool though, especially because like you're a bitch that loves a dirty martini.
I love a dirty martini, and I love it gin or vodka based.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Usually whenever we do a like reaction to my thing is I watch a lot of reactions and it was like if we're gonna react to cartoons and stuff we should have the webcam on. But like it's late, I'm in my pajamas, I'm unwashed and I'm drunk. So I was like, what if we just don't this time? Hopefully that's not disorienting. But yeah, okay. Hi, I'm Kemi. I love Helluva Boss. I'm obsessed with it. So is Sid.
Yes, I am.
I'm the biggest Blitz apologizer on the planet. And
I'd be second, I think, because I love Blitz. Blitz is probably my favorite Helluva Boss character.
he's definitely mine. I love a morally gray, complicated, emotionally like stunted, traumatized character. I sure do. But yeah. So here's the thing. If you've never seen this before, I'll try not to get too into it. It's just that for people who have seen this show before, I want to say that Blitz is not very like he's in this episode, but he's not the focus of this episode. But if you're like me and you do nothing but pay attention to him in this episode, the animators of this show like to do something that I like to call, I don't know if there's official terminology, but I like to call it like character motivated, like character forward animation, where instead of boarding the scene with the scene's context, you're boarding the scene with character context first. So every character is considered in their subtext, in their inner monologue, and how they process information and move. Even if they have no dialogue, even if they're in the background, they're not static. They're always behaving the way that they would. Mm-hmm. So with that in mind, there's a lot of subtle character acting in the animation in this show, which is why it's delightful for some bitch like me who likes to watch things over and over and thinks way too hard about things.
And we'll definitely be stopping and talking
a lot. I will pause
episode.
A lot. So if you're somebody who watches like reaction content and hates it when they pause a lot, bye.
Yeah. Bye. We're going to pause a lot.
I got the keyboard right next to me and I'm ready to go frame by frame during things.
Especially because I'm in this episode.
Yeah, that's right. Like, we love Chaz, but we don't love Chaz. But also, I can't hate Chaz.
You can't hate Chaz because I'm Chaz.
Chaz has such Sid energy. It's disgusting. But yeah, this is a Moxie-centric episode. So it's focused on Moxie as it should be, but I focus a lot on Blitz, and I just want to call attention to that because, in my opinion, without spoiling anything, I think that Blitz in the background subtly behaves in many ways that is like protecting Moxie and looking out for Moxie. And I'll say exactly what I mean specifically later.
Yeah.
But pay attention to Blitz is all I'm saying.
Keep your eyes on Blitz.
If you... No, that's too much. I'll say too much if I say that.
And I will say, let me correct myself in saying I'm Chaz if I was an asshole. Chaz is me if I was an asshole.
No, it's the peacocking energy. Yeah. Like that's when you want to flirt, when you're flirty, it's like that kind of.
Yeah.
You don't mean it in earnest, but like it's the energy you give.
It is the energy I give.
It's somebody has to know you for a really long time to kind of like be like, yeah, no, I get it, without being insulting. Like it is true.
Those of you who have been with us since the beginning of time and streaming will get it.
Anyways, now we will go. We will start now.
Oh, wait, before we start.
Oh, shit. Okay, before we start. You are a bitch that loves. It's true. I am a bitch that loves. Did you start My Hero Abridged? Probably not.
No, I forgot.
Yeah, I had a feeling you did.
I need to do that.
I'll try to remind him, but I'm a forgetful bitch too, so... Just,
yes.
I was about to be like, just keep on Discord, but you're a bitch that avoids Discord these days.
I have tomorrow off.
But you're going to be busy tomorrow.
Well, no, I will be busy up until about noon, and then I'll be done.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 doctor's appointments, and I have to get my car inspected.
Ah, okay.
So that's like
Oh, there's only 4 episodes so far.
Yeah, so...
Oh, you could binge that shit.
I could binge that shit tomorrow. Please help me remember.
I'll try my best, but I am the worst at that.
Hold on. Do I have something I can write with?
I give you explicit permission to ping me in Discord, Angel, and then I'll do it. And then, because Sid doesn't Discord as much, but I do, so...
I don't. I have to
ping
avoid
me
Discord.
in the general channel, I'll remind Sid. Problem solved.
Well, I don't have to avoid Discord. I choose to avoid Discord.
No, I know. That's what I mean, though. But I don't, because I do a lot of work things through Discord, so I check it at least once a day. So I'll see it if you ping me. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Oh, man. Also, there's mafia shit in this, and we get to get in.
Which is my thing, baby.
Your thing. I was about to say we could get into stuff with my history.
Well, your history, but my fetish.
Oh, fair enough.
And it said I lost 2 pounds this week.
Also, let us know how the volume is. Oh, Millie, my bitch. I love that classic. Wait, I love that. I know. I'm especially gonna pause more as we first get started, and then I'll stop when I ease into it. Wait, hang on. A little louder. Yeah, hang on. I love that classic. Hang on, I can make it louder for y'all for sure. That classic old-timey cartoon with the clouds and the fucking scrap or whatever. Hang on, let me go back. No. This shit here is so Looney Tunes and shit.
I love that.
I love it. Oh, look at her! Oh, and again with the tail. Like, I love how much the tails lend to the arc of their animation. It's so good. This is the kind of shit I want to learn to do better. Because when you warp a character's body to convey motion, that's a weak point for me still. Like, learning how to do smear frames and stuff. And, hang on. She's about to do another thing here, which is called doubling. Which is another animation technique that allows you to... This is called doubling, where you just add features in one frame to convey motion as well. I'm really bad at that, too. It looks so fucking cursed until you, like, put it in motion.
Did you turn it up?
I did, but I'm not sure. Is it still good for y'all, or do I need more?
Yeah. Just... bumped into an ex.
Oh.
He just kept going on about how he has money now.
More? Okay. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back again, because I still want to talk about shit. Look at her! Actually, hang on. Let me just... Do I have it low in the volume mixer?
Yeah, I do.
Where do you guys see 44 notifications? I see 9.
Yeah, it says 9+. What are y'all talking about?
Is that the thing, or is it top left on the tab?
Oh, up here. See, that's what I mean, though. It says 9+, and it's really 44. Okay, you were right.
Okay.
So, yeah. That just means the last time someone clicked it.
Oh, okay.
Since then, you've had 44. I don't have many channels with the bell on or whatever. Also, shout out to Nut Button.
I know, right?
But I don't know either why they do it like that. I don't know. I wonder at why YouTube does anything these days. Hang on. Y'all, tell me how the volume is now. Hang on. Sounds better to me.
Millie, honey, everything
Good?
okay?
Okay. But yeah. I'm a bad girl. Like I said, I sometimes I comment a lot because I can't keep my mouth shut. So like I get notifications for that, and like maybe a handful of channels. Like Vipsy Pop is a channel that I get notifications for whenever anything is uploaded. And like 5 other people maximum. I keep the bell off for almost everyone else I follow. Because I do follow a lot of channels on YouTube, but so I don't want notifications every time they upload a thing.
I leave the bell on for people I think deserve the bell. If that makes sense. Because I know it helps the algorithm with them.
Does it?
Yeah.
Even if you don't watch it?
Even if you don't watch it, yeah. Ring that bell, it helps.
How does that influence the algorithm?
They just always say that it helps. So channels that I really love, I have the bell rung for them.
Huh. Because I'm like, only if it's a channel that I'm going to watch the moment they upload. If y'all know Omnimedia, they do reactions to Helluva Boss and Has Been, but also many other things. I think they are one of the best reactors out there. I have notifications on for them. And Skyen, who also does a lot of Helluva and Has Been, but is like an animator as well. So
I have the bell on for like Hassan.
Hassan is going to be in my feed no matter what, so there's no point in me putting the bell on. I'm going to see it.
I think there's some other creators, but I just can't remember. I know I have it on for Hassan, which he uploads like.
Well, he doesn't.
He doesn't
have a YouTube channel.
He doesn't have a YouTube channel. The channels that I follow that upload for him upload a lot.
Yeah. That's why it's inevitably going to be in my feed. So I don't need to be notified. It's going to be there. I'll find it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We still need to figure out if we're going to do Discord Has Been Watched. Like, I think we are, but we need to organize it, which is going to be a thing. And then I do want to watch. I still haven't seen Murder Drones, so I am down to watch Murder Drones at a point. I am down for that.
I'm down to watch Murder Drones.
Anyways, okay, continuing. I also want to read the whiteboard, but I think there's going to be a point where we can see it better.
Just bumped into an ex.
Oh.
I want to know her deal. She seemed very clearly hurt for a second. I'm like, what did he do to you?
Bigger cock.
Wait, what?
Every time I see his stupid face, I can't help it. I just need to.
What the fuck is all this noise? I got a client.
Sorry, sir. I'll get this all cleaned. What is this?
Research for science. Just put them back correctly, okay? I alphabetized them. Okay, so let me get this straight.
No, water your no horror lemon tree. It's looking bad.
That will not be necessary. I'd like to meet you and your whole crew at my estate.
You want us killing someone in hell? Because I gotta tell you, that ain't exactly our business no more.
I'll tell you all about it when you're here. It's in regards to a business venture I'm sure will be very worth your time.
Ooh, how ominous. Fine, whatever. What's the address?
Transportation has already been taken care of.
Wait, I don't want to miss the board.
What the fuck is that?
I want to read it, bitch. Luna's so unbothered.
Enough with the wall shit. We have a door. My research!
IMP? Right this way, please! Sir! What's going on?
Now, don't worry. It's just some fancy schmuck from Greed wanting to do business with us.
Oh, did I miss it? I think I missed it. Hang on. I wanted to read those fucking horse names, bitch. I know there's a way you can see it better. Because, like, that's zoomed in. Maybe, hang on. We're replaying for a second. I need to see this. I see King Slut.
You know, I checked the scale today, and it said I lost 2 pounds
I'm
this
looking.
week.
I need to see it. Because I'm a bitch who loves OCs.
I'm not fat!
Also, I'm gonna need everybody in the chat to tag themselves. Wait, there it is. Wait. There it is. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, all are trans, it says. Hell yeah, we love that. We have Blue Cheese, who's gay and a top. AKA, that's Sid energy. We have Kaboom, who is bisexual and versatile. Oh shit, okay. Oh, and does a lot of one-night stands. Okay, we love it. We have Sunbeam, lesbian, top, asshole. I can't, okay. That is kind of me. We have King Slut, bisexual, versatile, transphobic? Transphobe?
King Slut,
King
how
Slut,
dare
no.
you?
Wait, but aren't all trans? Or is that just the three?
Wait.
Though you can be trans and also be transphobic, though. That's true.
One, I guess it's pointing to slime.
Perhaps.
And
This
then
is like how
Sunbeam.
fucking my shit is all laid out. It's so like not
One night stand with one.
with
all-
everybody. Yeah.
has had a
Honestly,
one-night stand with one.
iconic. Breakfast. Oh wait, no, I'm Breakfast. Lesbian bottom, and the name is Breakfast. That's me. Like I hate to admit it. Like I know I'm Ace, but I am a pillow princess. I have to admit.
It's okay, dear. These are my OCs.
Do not steal.
Slime
Bottom doesn't like labels. So you're Blue Cheese, right? Or are you Kaboom? Bisexual, versatile.
I'm somewhere between Blue Cheese and Kaboom. Yeah.
Or you could be King Slut without the transphobia. Because you are King Slut to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I stand Breakfast. In fact, wait, what's the line between Sunbeam and Breakfast? Because I ship them hard. What does it say?
Between Sunbeam and Breakfast?
Lesbians in love, and then what?
Engaged.
They're engaged! Oh my god, good for them! Wait, hang on, I need these other lines. Wait. Open a relationship with Blue Cheese between King Slut. That's nice. Wait, but King Slut is transphobic. That's problematic.
That is problematic.
And then Blue Cheese. Wait, hang on. Wait, I just saw the bottom one there. I missed. Bottom says he's straight, but he is not. Bong water. Oh no, they're anti-vax. Ew.
Ew.
But they're Blue Cheese's side hoe, apparently.
Gotcha.
Oh, I cannot read the one that is between King Slut and Slime. Let's wait for another close-up for that. Yeah, I'm Breakfast. That's me. Tag yourself.
No,
I am none.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Also, Bong Water is a great name for an OC.
To an ex.
Oh. Oh.
He just kept going on about how he has money now, and a bright future, and a bigger cock.
Wait, what?
Every time I see his stupid face, I can't help it. I just need to.
What the fuck is all this noise? I got a client.
Sorry, sir. I'll get this all cleaned. What is this?
Also,
Research,
some of that
science,
horse
put it back
porn
correctly,
thing
okay?
that he had going on
Okay, so let me get
was
this
kind of
straight.
nice, I gotta say. I'm not a brony or
At
anything,
all for
but
this job.
Correct. That will not be necessary.
I'm not a furry, but I'm a furry appreciator. We love furries in this house, even though we are not
I gotta
furries.
tell you, that ain't exactly our business no more.
I'll tell you all
I
about
don't know. I might be like a level
It's in
3.
regards to a business.
Level 3, really?
I might be like a level
Very
3.
worth
Okay.
Ooh, how ominous. Fine, whatever. What's the address?
Transportation has already been taken care
I have a lot of respect for the furry community as a whole. Like, I'm aware there's a pocket of them that are like Nazis and shit. But like, there's also, for the most part, my experience in person with furries is that they are like
Ass crack. Enough with
the most
bullshit. We have a door.
creative, passionate,
Research.
and like caring individuals. They're very nice.
Yeah.
Like, I've only encountered them in like convention scenes.
Yeah.
Right this way, please! Sir! What's going on?
Now don't worry, it's just some fancy.
No,
shit
this
from
is how it
you
is,
wanting to
Angel.
Do business with us.
Though I've noticed that I do pause less as we go on.
It'll be fine. Now get your asses moving.
I just it takes me a minute to get into a groove.
Don't worry, we are professionals.
Also, the green. I love the aesthetic of the green ring.
Me too.
Ugh.
I love.
hate this
Wait,
place.
not a mafia town. No mafia here. We're mafia free.
We're mafia free. That's good to
I
know.
hate this place.
Oh yeah, this is your old stomping ground, isn't it, Mox?
Yeah, unfortunately. I grew up just over there. Swore I'd never come back, and, where are we going? What?
Blitz, who did you say this meeting was with?
I'm not sure. Just some rich somebody or other who wants to discuss biz at his place.
Sounds like a hat in time.
No, 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 no!
Ooh, I just noticed just now the teeth on the house. That's hot.
There he is! There's my boy. Get over here and give your daddy a...
I want to appreciate Krim's character design for just a second.
Oh yeah,
I hate this motherfucker,
I do too.
but the coattails and the spiky kink tail is really fucking good. Like, what a great
Pinstripe.
silhouette. And I love pinstripes. I'm a bitch who loves pinstripes. And also, look at these background characters. They also have names, but I don't know what they are. That's the thing I love, is that every background character in Helluva Boss has a name, but I don't know them.
And the sexuality.
And a sexuality, which is just like so fucking high school OC creator of Viv to do. But like, I especially love this shark incubus hybrid guy right here. That's the what the wings would be, right? Those are incubus wings, right?
Where?
There.
Oh yeah.
Love it. I think he intentionally holds his tail as a zigzag. In my mind, I was like, this must be from some prior incident. Like, the tail was broken in some incident in the past, and then it healed wrong, because, like, if you're a mafioso and you get an injury doing something illegal, you don't go get it treated. No. So, like, you just let it set however it's set. And there's a lot of stuff that just kind of happens here that I just kind of like take for granted, that I kind of don't. I realized way after the fact, after watching reactors react to it, that I was like, oh, this is not common knowledge. This is because I grew up in a Yankee Italian family who has had prior contact with the mafia. So like, I just kind of take shit for like, yeah, obviously. But yeah, that to me seems like a tail that was broken. What do you mean, I've talked about this before, haven't I?
Are you saying you know a guy?
Yes, literally, I know a guy. I've admitted this on stream before, haven't I? That my grandfather was a runner for the mafia. I'm pretty sure. I never knew him. He died before I was born. But yeah, I have loose familial ties. I don't know anyone that is living, and when I say this, I'm not actually proud of it at all, because it's fucked. But yeah, I do have familial ties to the mafia. Not living ties. Like, in the 80s and shit.
Hug, Daddy! I only let Moxie call me that. Unless you pay me!
Guys, this is my father, Crimson. Sir, this is my boss, Blitz. And my...
Really? I'm his wife.
And what a beautiful wife you are. Mox, where you been hiding this pretty little thing?
Oh, I'm sure he would have introduced us.
Yeah.
Eventually.
His behavior is so by the book that
You gotta be Blitz.
I
with
kind of
the
predicted the
silent
plot of this whole
O.
episode the first time I saw it.
I've heard a lot of good things about you and your work.
Really? What kind of shit has Moxie been spreading about me? I'll fucking kill you, Moxie! Don't you fucking test me!
Oh, from all over.
Blitz autistic
Looks
moment.
like you're building a bit
I'm
of a
just saying.
name for yourself here, kid.
Really? Huh. Well, I guess it's about time folks recognized my talent.
I like your attitude.
That's a good laugh,
Well, I
Richard.
hope you're all hungry.
Yep.
We put together a fabulous dinner for you.
I'm obsessed
baby.
with his silhouette. I can't.
Why haven't I met your pa before?
Well, you know, it's just never been a... Hey, you two! Move it before it gets cold. Look, Millie, we can talk about it later.
So, Blitz, you always been a hitman?
Oh, no, not always. Yeah, I was in the circus for a long time.
Show business. Good money in that.
What are we doing here, sir?
Moxie.
Ooh, I've
I
never
raised
listened to
you
this in
better
headphones
than
before.
that. You know there's no business before dinner.
The room feels so
We're
empty.
still waiting on one more.
There he is!
Chaz? Wait!
What?
You know him?
Yeah, Angel, we're gonna talk about that.
Looks like I have 2 big sex reunions today. How lucky am I?
Did you date him too?
Yeah, no big deal, but I've usually boned half the people in any room I'm
Are you
in.
fucking kidding me? There's someone who's fucked both of you?
A long time ago.
But I still remember it like it was yesterday. You, a fledgling mafioso, me, the dashing and extremely sexy muscle. It was like
I do love Chaz's design.
I
stars.
love Chaz's design.
Moxie and the Mafia, that's fucking rich.
Wait, no, hang on. We're looking at Moxie's mom because we're appreciating character designs here.
So cute.
It's the outfit and everything for me. Like, no, it's everything actually, because it's like I love specifically the fact that she's where he gets the kinked leg design from. The freckles, like he looks so much more like his mother than his father, unlike a certain other character that people have theorized might actually be one of his illegitimate children that I kind of subscribe to. I kind of fuck with. We'll get there. And yes, the shoes, which we'll get to that, but like there is a little bit of a misconception about a certain scene to do with those shoes, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, I do actually love the shoes aside from that. Like, and it's kind of giving like Latina, like something. Yeah. It's kind of giving Latina. I love it. It's the skirt and the hoop earrings, I think, and the hair. Yeah, it is kind of giving Latina. I love it. And the blouse too.
Well.
So Moxie is a baby, so sad.
Oh, shit.
You've never told me this before.
I don't really like to talk about this part of my life, but I first saw Chaz at my induction into the family. Our eyes met from across the room.
Oh wait, I
And
love the shark bitch
something about him.
that's next to
Something
Chaz.
that was magnetic.
Oh, that was nice. Bits of Chaz's tail is so fucking long. It fucks me up.
Chaz is so fucking tall.
I've never seen the movie that's a reference to. I know that it's a reference to the movie, and I know the scene, but I've never seen the movie.
It's been 84 years.
Okay, I have seen the Titanic, but I want to see the drawing actually. Hang on. The one where it's like with the signs and it's like, say it's a salesman. What movie is that? It's one of those old classic films. I don't know it though. I've not actually seen it.
It's been
Oh, fuck. Hang on.
Smaller than
Mine. Also, excellent. Excellent artistic. Wait, why is one nipple one different color than the other one?
artistic.
An artistic liberty. Also, there's like a lump on the elbow. Interesting. His face looks like a fox, kinda.
been 84 years.
Isn't that from that boat movie?
Did any of that stuff actually happen?
Oh, yeah. But he skipped over the jizz-covered parts.
Anyway, things changed when we went on a heist together.
I love Chaz's, like, slutty turtleneck, too. Excellent. And yeah, I said slutty turtleneck, and I meant it.
So, what are you in for? Okay, not much of a talker, are we? I'm Blitz. The O is silent. I'm sure we're gonna get along just fine. So what's your deal? What'd you do? Who'd you diddle? You look like someone who's good with a gun. You look like someone who'd shoot up an office, and I hope you are, because I got a plan to get us out of this dump, but I'm gonna need some help. You think you can give me a hand? I need to get out to my daughter.
Tail. I just love how it adds to every pose.
Once I got out, I never looked back.
Well, like you said, it was a long time ago. Crazy bitch!
Hey! Hold on a
You're
sec.
gonna die, bitch!
Oh,
Is served.
that was, like,
Oh, Millie.
uncharacteristically,
this is
like,
aggressively uncomfortable.
great animation of her
Suppose you wanna
mouth
know
there.
why you're here.
Yeah, so what gives? I mean, you know we kill people on Earth, right? We don't normally do contracts for locals, so if you want to do business with us, you gotta...
I don't want to do business with IMP. I want to do business with Moxie. Me? Yeah, kid. I summoned IMP to be sure you'd show. Because, well, we're bringing Chaz into the family. What?
Yeah, this was the moment that I was like, you can't, I don't know, like, for me, I was like, it's common sense, common knowledge, like, bringing someone into the family doesn't happen unless you marry into the family. That's a given.
Right.
That's an obvious thing. And then I was completely bamboozled by how many people did not understand how that meant, like, and didn't, like, yeah, the family is the family. Like, that's how mafia families work. Like, if you're gonna be in the family, you need to be in the family.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, there are exceptions on, like, the lowest parts or whatever. Like I was talking about with my grandfather, he was a runner. He wasn't actually in the family. And I don't know what family he ran for, but, like, you know, they have essentially, like, goons or whatever that aren't in the family. But if you're going to be in the family, you have to be in the family.
Yeah.
Like, duh. But, like, apparently not. Duh, because, like, a lot of people didn't understand that until the moment that it becomes clear that it's like he has to marry in. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't? Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just like me. I don't know. I don't know why that wasn't apparent.
Since when can just anyone join the family? Come on, Mox. You had responsibilities here that I had to pick up once you left. Now Chaz is going to lighten the load. Wait, I thought you always hated his guts. Well, I don't know if I exactly hated him. You called him a friendless horse fucker and said we lived a sissy lifestyle. Yeah, well, I was wrong. You've been gone a long time, Mox. A man can change. And so is Chaz.
Yeah, I've grown, matured, and recently came into millions.
Came
mostly
into
the
millions.
Oh, okay. So the horseless friend fucker over here gets a little moolah, and suddenly it's worth wasting our time over?
Well, I'm the whole package, if you know what I mean.
I got a big dick.
That's Sid energy.
That's Sid energy.
Moxie here is going to officially release his holdings in
Yeah,
the
no, Blitz immediately being like, horse?
Then you can get back to ignoring your family to your heart's content.
That was an incredible
Maybe he
read. I
wouldn't
love
ignore
that.
His family if they didn't force him to rub elbows with a no-good shark-tooth fuckface.
Yay, look, everybody relax. I know tensions have been high tonight. Say, why don't you stay here and get some rest? We'll have the ceremony tomorrow, and then you will be free to leave. I have your rooms all prepared. Yes, sir.
Mox?
A moment, Moxie. Just give me a minute, Millie. I'll be there. So, you think you're too good for this family now?
What?
Come here.
I don't understand.
You think you're gonna just get to walk away from this family and never come back? You're dead wrong, Mox! Matter of fact, the only thing you're right about is that obnoxious piss stain can't get made. Not unless he marries him.
Obviously.
Marries? But who would he? Who do you think? This family needs that money. And it's about...
And Moxie should have known that too,
was useful
honestly.
for something.
Sir, I'm already married. I can't...
You think I give a shit about your stupid beard? Come on, Mox. I even went through the trouble of making the house more to your kind's liking.
Yeah, here come the dick wall. See, I love this gag, but at the same time, I think that this episode has a serious tonal shift problem. Because this is like really heavy shit, and the dick's kinda...
What? This is the kind of shit gays like.
I don't know.
First off, Dad, I'm bisexual.
Yeah, gay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like, it kind of works here, but after the next scene, not so much.
Enjoy this.
There's dicks in the wall. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Look at me, kid. One way or another, you're gonna do what
Yeah, at this point, the weight should be able to just sit. And the dicks in the wall kind of ruin it. Because this is all fucked up as... No. Oh yeah, Sid, hand me my water. You drink too. Yeah, the smiley face in the back is really fucked up. And the character acting on the face of Moxie here is just so heartbreaking.
Your lesson, Moxie. This is what happens when you cross me.
Yeah, the shoe. Which is
Now
like...
get to bed, Moxie.
For people who... A lot of people kind of take that to mean that Moxie is the one that pushed his own mother over the edge and killed her.
No.
I never interpreted that way. Like... First of all, the shoe was so far away that I didn't connect to that shoe with the body that was thrown over. And then obviously, like, we know what...
We were given a time skip, too, with the dinner without the mom.
Right, exactly as well. And then, you know, we do know at this point, even though the show... And this is a thing where, like, I feel like Vivian could make it a little more obvious sometimes with the way that some of the world lore works, in that, like, we know because we have read shit and followed shit that the designation of the horn color,
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Denotes-
The horn color denotes
like assigned sex at birth. So, like, we know that that Moxie's mother is like AFAB, and we know that these are like genetically male horns. So, and the build's not even close to the same. The knees are wrong. So, like, we know this could not possibly be Moxie's mother, but it goes by kind of fast. So, when you see the shoe, I think that, especially for reactors or whatever, but, like, for a lot of people, I think it's kind of reasonable for them to, because of a narrative sense, connect those dots and get the wrong impression, because it's very fucked up to jump to the idea that Moxie killed his own mother. That's fucked. But also, like, not something past what Krim would do.
No.
So it could, and we don't know who this individual is. Could be anybody. I've seen some people say that the body that Krim pushes after Moxie could be the mother, but again, I think that the mother was long gone at this point.
Yeah.
Because of and I think that was the point of the scene of the dinner without the mother there, that she was gone already.
Yeah. That she had been missing for a
But
while.
I think it went by a little too fast, and it's one of those moments that is like, there's watching a show that requires you to pay very close attention, and then might be a bit too much to ask of an audience to pick up on a first viewing. Because you can't expect your audience to watch things repeatedly. You can reward them for paying attention, but you can't expect them to do multiple watches. So at the very least, you shouldn't confuse them upon the first watch. You can add things in that will reward them for watching more than once, but you can't confuse the way they interpret their first watch. And I think this part was kind of a bit murky for conveyance, personally. I think it was executed really well, but could have been clearer, I think.
Yeah.
Because so many people really did think it was the mother. Like, it's phenomenal how many people thought it was the mother.
Yeah.
Let this be your lesson, Moxie. This is what happens when you cross me.
And look how far away the shoe is.
That's my first watch through, how I thought of it. I was like, that shoe is way far away.
Big day tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Mox, if you ever talk back to me again, you and that pretty little thing you brought here are going home in boxes. Capiche?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this scene here is like, you didn't need to, that kind of unnecessarily cut the tone.
Crimson wants you all to stay in separate rooms.
Why? Moxie?
It's just one night, Millie. It's okay.
Mox, are you okay?
I'm fine. Please don't worry, sweetie.
You know you can tell me anything, right?
Yes. Everything's fine.
Your partner's Mox.
It's just my dad. It's okay, really. It'll be over tomorrow.
Okay. I love you.
In fact, I
love you
think
too.
if they got rid of the dicks in the wall thing after Moxie's backstory, it would fix a lot of tonal problems, because some of these aren't so bad.
Why?
Nice cock.
Like what I've done with the place?
Are you gonna sing the sexy song, Sid?
We used to have so much fun here, remember?
I don't even know if I remember all
I
the
need you to
lyrics.
serenade me.
I would never.
Serenade me with your
what?
big cock.
Let me take you to Come Town again.
You are so gross. Just
I
leave
actually,
me alone.
I really like his jacket. Like, I would buy his jacket.
Yeah.
How about a sexually charged musical number? Hey!
Yeah.
You always loved those.
Extremely hot. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, it's a fucking
Chaz.
barrel of lube.
Moxie, I see you looking at me, looking at you, wondering when I'm gonna crack you
Like a walnut.
And the answer is soon.
I love that the microphone is also a vape pen. Like, I didn't get that immediately because it happened so fast, and I didn't understand what the vape smoke came from. But that's amazing, and I love it.
And even more me.
Exactly.
I'm feeling that you wanna feel my feelings and you feel me?
Saxophone.
So let me get a little something off my chest while I blow a hot emotional load on yours.
It's not unusual.
Wanna give you a good taste of your boxing. Like I told you, take it to Playland. Oh, yeah. Come down here and have your way. With my sensual body.
He wasn't obnoxious. He is kind of hot.
I know, right?
Oh. And I do love, there are a lot of people that bring this up about Moxie, like, crying, but the voice act, like, Richard doesn't have any dialogue there.
Yeah.
Because it's a very common thing, and I can attest to this, a common thing when you are raised in an abusive household where you learn to cry without making sound. It's a very clear indicator that this is very familiar territory for Moxie, which is really fucked up.
Moxie? What do you want?
Whoa. Damn it. This usually works.
I love her face. I love Millie so much.
Hey there, good looking.
Oh, I was wondering how long it would take for you to make a pass.
Does that mean you're down to clown?
Ew, what, you think I would violate my friend's trust by sleeping with their ex, especially one who fucked them over the way you did?
I'll show you all the things they liked in the sack.
Deal.
Except obviously that's not the end goal. But, you know, people just love to hate Blitz.
People just love to hate
I also love the line, just chill the fuck out! Whoa, no, wait, go back. I need to see Millie again. With long hair, like them getting married. Very fucking sweet.
Millie.
Oh, look at that dress! Slay!
Beautiful.
Okay, fucker, nobody who's that bad in bed can score two hotties that easily.
Blitz should have
You gotta
kept
be
this
hiding
jacket.
Something.
He slays in it. See, Blitz has been daddy this whole episode. People don't give him the credit for it. But I do, because I love Blitz. I'll sing his praises always. Well, I want to read that eviction notice. Listen, you asshole. Wait. Leave the fucking house by the 6th this month, or we will kill you. We do not care about you and your huge cock. Fuck you. Rent suit. Convince Krim I'm rich. Marry Moxie, get into family, question mark profit. Classic. I appreciate the Stussy underneath Blitz's thumb also.
Yep.
Oh, fuck that. No one fucks with Eminem's marriage but me. Oh.
Sorry, babe.
Whoa, hang on, wait. I just saw a flash of Blitz's boxers, and I think they have horses all over them, and I just want to appreciate them. He's a horse girl, and we love it.
Huge cock.
Huge cock. They do! They have horses all over them! Love that.
Love that.
Babe, you aren't the only junk in my trunk. Damn it, that is not a good one.
Hey, the man of the hour. You ready to get
Interesting about that coffee.
I think I saw him head outside. He said something about needing some fresh air.
We'll talk about that.
Or something.
Why don't you grab him so we can get moving?
Be right back, baby.
What you looking so glum for, kid? It's your wedding day. Best day of your life. I'm not doing it. What was that? I couldn't make it out over the sound of you being a whiny bitch.
No, hang on a second. I just noticed something I've never noticed before about this episode because I have headphones on. I'm gonna go back like 10 seconds or whatever. I'm hearing the ticking noise from the warning in the beginning of the episodes in the background.
The ticking noise?
Yeah, you know, when you get the warning, this is not for, like, this is for a mature audience or whatever. And there's that ticking noise in the background. Everyone talks about it getting quieter and quieter, whatever. I'm hearing it in the background. Hang on.
Glum for, kid. It's your wedding day. Best day of your life.
I can hear it.
I'm not
Weird.
doing it. What was that? I couldn't make it out over the sound of you being a whiny bitch. I said I'm not doing it, sir.
I've spent my whole life being afraid of you, but I'm not giving up the only good thing I've ever had just so you can keep your fragile little sense of control over everything. Millie is a good woman. A better woman than I deserve. And there's nothing that scares me more than hurting her. Not even you. I'm leaving, Dad. And if you or Herpes the Clown over here try to stop me, you'll learn firsthand just how good I've gotten at my job. Now take care of the others.
I want to know, and I'm going to look, because there's been discussion about whether or not there's 3D here or 2D. This turn, this rotate is so smooth, I can't tell. I'm, like, looking at Crim, and, like, it's giving 2D. But the chair is giving kind of 3D. I'm confused so much by this. No, hang on. I'm seeing parts in Crim's collar here. That's definitely 2D. The light shifting isn't smooth. You're right. But there's something about the smoothness. Like, this is an exceptionally good rotate. Maybe it's because some of the assets in the background are so... Or, like, the mugs. Are the mugs 3D? Is that what it is? The mugs look 3D to me, actually. And the table. So maybe some of the assets are 3D, but not Moxie and Crim specifically. Maybe the background and the assets are 3D. That looks 3D. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This was a debate for... You guys don't understand. Like, people were really arguing about this. And I think that's a testament to the artistry. Nobody thought that Moxie, any part of Moxie was 3D. But there are certain parts of Crim during this transition that are so well done frame to frame. Whoever was in charge of, like, boarding and animating this scene, they did a really great job of making this... It's not the first time this show has done a 2D, 3D meld.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Moxie and the gun in the Harvest Moon Festival, which is a little is clunkier, honestly. I don't think we paused a lot during that rotate, but there are parts of it where Moxie's hair is not colored. It's pretty obvious, but like it's difficult to animate on ones to a point where you can seamlessly integrate 2D with 3D in a way. So like whoever animated Crim here did a great job at making that very seamless. Because I'm positive now that I'm looking at it myself frame to frame instead of looking at other people break it down, I'm positive the mugs are 3D and the table. But now I'm seeing that Crim is not. And whoever animated him here did a fantastic job. I just want to say.
And just how good I've gotten at my job. Now take care of the others.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, Angel.
Oh, Millie, you found me. Who's your friend?
Friend?
It's time. It's Millie appreciation time, bitches.
It is Millie appreciation time. My favorite bitch.
Is everyone here?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Let's get this thing rolling, eh?
Aww! You told me all the chairs would be filled.
Can we get the singing? I don't actually know all the lyrics to the song that plays. I love this king being like, yeah, all right.
Fuck yes.
What is going on?
That seductive dickhole is trying to marry Moxie, and he's not even rich.
Moxie!
Blitz really rocks that coat. He should have kept it.
Do you, Chaswick Herman, take Moxie in the last name?
This guy is still going over here with the thing up his butt. I love it.
And do you, Moxie, whatever, take Chaswick Herman to be your lawfully
I don't think he was like, all right. It was a dildo. No, that was a confirmation, bitch. Hang on. That was a literal, like, a notice of being like, oh, there's a dildo up my ass. And then him going, yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Like, him just look, and then he's down, and then he's like, yeah, okay.
fuck yes.
What is going on?
That seductive dickhole is drying to marry
Iconic.
Moxie, and he's not even rich.
It is in rhythm, but I think it's still like a, yeah, all right, I'm okay with this.
Do you, Chaswick?
That guy is definitely going. The guy in the front row, holding on to the front pew, iconic.
In the last name, to be your lawfully wedded husband.
Oh, yeah.
And do you, Moxie, whatever, take Chaswick Thurman to be your lawfully wedded...
Look at that.
That audio cut bothers me every time.
Everything's locked down. How are we gonna get in?
This is me! This is so me! Being like, no, I need the right soundtrack.
Doing a Shrek.
And I just want to, before the song starts, I just want to say that we're doing a Shrek. I had a wonderful moment. First of all, this explosion. I had a wonderful moment with a Japanese viewer. I just want to shout it out because I don't have these interactions much. But I had this wonderful interaction with a Japanese viewer who was watching, there's no Japanese dub of Helluva Boss. It's subtitled. Mm-hmm. So they got that it was like, we're doing a Shrek. And they were like, I don't understand what that means. So like, I did my best in Japanese to explain to them what that meant. And then like gave them the link to be like, this is exactly what the scene that they're referencing of like the church scene from Shrek 1. And I made a little like friend in that process. Like we followed each other on Twitter before Twitter went to shit. And I learned there was a terminology for it in Japanese where like you make an international fandom friend.
Oh.
I don't remember what the term is anymore, but like for a little while before Twitter died, we were like mutuals, and it was very sweet.
That's very sweet.
And it all happened over this specific moment. Okay, here comes the song.
You want my husband? You're gonna have to fucking kill me.
God. Wife.
Stranger to your thorns. Think I'm a damsel, then you get the horns. Hello, my dear, I get
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Can we go over this fight scene afterwards? I think we must.
We must.
What the fuck? She's a dame! She's a broad! Kill her!
She's a broad that'll fuck you up.
You freaking goons! What the fuck is the matter with you? Why do I hate you? Get her!
It's supposed to be the Joker? Maybe.
You get her!
Giddy up, little bitch boy, you're dead.
Giddy up, little bitch boy, you're dead.
Tried to take him like you didn't know he was mine and take it. Now reap what you sow.
Ugh.
You tried to take him like you didn't know he was mine and take it. Now reap what you sow.
Yes, Saltibori, you get it. It's the people's elbow. No, we gotta go. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. It goes so fast that it's like you kind of don't get to appreciate some of the goons because like they got great designs also.
Yeah.
And the way that Millie systematically goes through all of them. Also, the car looks pissed, and I love that.
I object!
We're gonna have to go through this.
You're gonna have to
Fucking kill me.
There's something kind of sexy about the way that Krim just goes, oh my god, fine, just do it. I appreciate it. Miss Ma'am, that's behind the Joker and the short guy, I'm in love. Again, beforehand, I talked about it in a previous scene, how I love the shark bitch with the flowy hair. Mm-hmm. Hang on, we're gonna go through a little bit of this. Maybe I should go frame by frame so that I'm not starting and stopping constantly, but it's like, oh god, just crack that fucking shit open. And Millie, the way that they always make Millie like crawl around them in like little swirls. Pulls the skull out from the gill? And the eyeballs fall into the mouth. That's great. And then, wait, no. First smacks them with the fucking spinal cord. And then it swings around the neck. God, she's so hot. God, I wish that was me.
I know.
Look at Chaz. Oh my god. Fuck. Ugh. Oh, those are some great action blur lines. I don't even think I remember seeing this guy before. And I've seen people break the scene down before, but I've never had control over it, so like I guess they skip over this fucking guy. With his little mustache. Just fucking rips right through him.
Right through him.
Grabs him by the mouth. Oh! I was about to be like, that is not enough to kill someone, but she takes his jawbone out. This bitch. I'm in love with this bitch. But then uses the jaw to clamp her arm down. And then shoots the other guy! And then shoots her! Iconic. Iconic. And then it goes like, it zooms in a little bit. And then she just fucking spits it out. Alright, gimme. I need more. Whoever choreographed this shit. Iconic. Oh, she's so hot.
Millie is...
What the fuck?
Look at Moxie.
She's a fraud! Kill her!
Yeah. I also love whoever this fucking fembo is. Like, oh no. I hit it again. I accidentally hit the button next to the one that is frame by frame. There we go. No. No. This is the problem. Oh, they have like a crossbone ascot thing. The sushi in front of... Wait, hang on. Did I miss that? I feel like I would have... Did I miss that? I remember seeing the guy.
What the fuck? She's a date! She's a fraud! Kill her!
Oh, fuck, wait, was that it? Oh my god, it is sushi! Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
This is what I live for, bitch. Yeah, I love the moment being, ooh, I kind of, ah, oh, fuck, god damn it. Rip and piss icon. I don't remember this person either. Who the fuck are you? Oh, Millie, please. None of y'all stand a chance. Done. I do love Blitz also being still drugged and being like, I can do this. And then grabs the gasoline and throws it in their mouth. Oh, fuck. Okay. And then I love this, like, grab Blitz and then use Blitz's horns as a weapon. So good.
Hey, Blitz.
Good job. You did it.
You helped.
And then grabs their own gun. Jeez. Oh, with the gasoline can in their mouth. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I was like, that's not going to kill them. Though, to be fair, oh, well, I guess shooting them in the gas can would blow them up. I was like, that's not, but yeah. And then the priest just being like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Mm-hmm.
Fuck this shit, I'm
out. Yeah, the people's elbow! This look does it for me.
Every time.
And then Blitz kicking it, being like, yeah! That's the ideal wife. This is what women want.
Hey, what about my...
This ass is mine.
By the
Hell yeah.
way, no, Chaz isn't even rich, okay? Check his car. He just played you like a fucking rube. Later, losers.
This ass is mine was such a good fucking line read. We're married, bitch. Meanwhile, Luna has just been here the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Millie,
The fuck?
thank you for saving me.
Also, Moxie looks cute in that
Just
dress.
Your daddy's a psychopath. I can handle it.
Well, I'm glad everything ended up okay. Good to know.
I
we
hope
both
that
have
coat
daddy
comes
issues,
back.
Mox. Also, I got to plow your ex-boyfriend. Isn't that great? Now we all fuck the same guy.
Yeah, Crimson's head tilt is very good too. Of just being like, you're dead now. You're dead. Whoever was the lead animator on Crim was just doing fantastic work. Okay.
It does make me sad that we get no more Chaz, though.
Yeah. And I'm gonna let this play out, but like now we can talk about the Blitz navigating Crim trying to drug everyone theory that has people split. Which Angel hinted at earlier, and I firmly believe in, actually. The more that I watch this episode, the more I'm pretty sure that Blitz was actually very wary of everything that was given to him, food and drink-wise, the entire episode.
Yep.
A lot of people are like, it's too subtle, and then you're just seeing shit that's not there, and I'm like, have you familiarized yourself with these animators?
In memoriam.
I'm finished.
But yeah, so okay, fun facts, and also important facts about, in case you're ever worried about somebody ever roofing you. So there's this thing with alcohol, and ice cubes, right?
Yeah.
Where ice, is it the ice sinking or floating? Is it?
I can't remember.
Hang on. Let me have a look. It's heavily implied throughout the episode in the background, which is not relevant to the plot at all, actually. Like, it doesn't matter whether or not it is or isn't true. But I think the animators being character forward, and thinking about character motivations rather than plot motivation first, we're thinking about stuff that's happening in the background. So it's like, it could be canon to the people who animated it without needing to be explicitly said. Which, yes, as Angel says, when Crim is a misogynist, heavy. So when Moxie shows up with his boss and his wife, who is the threat to his plan upon, like, first assessment? It's going to be Blitz. So he comes out and he butters him up immediately, being like, oh, well, I've heard a lot of good things about you. You've made a name for yourself. You're in show business. That's great. And, like, gives him a drink. And he's like, yeah, like, you definitely, like, you're the shit. And it's like, he's buttering him up to disarm him. Because he perceives Blit as the only threat to his plan. He doesn't think Moxie's a threat because he thinks Moxie's a little bitch who will do whatever he says. And Millie's a woman and is no threat to him at all. He's not even thinking about Millie because he's a misogynist. So Blitz is the only person in the crew he offers a drink to. So it's heavily implied that he gives Blitz a spiked drink. And Blitz the entire time is immediately distrustful of Crim. Mm-hmm. Which isn't just apparent in this. During the dinner scene, which I'm going to show next, is where it's like, if you pay attention, Blitz doesn't actually eat anything until you see other characters eating things. He needs to see other characters eating first, and then he's eating. So it's like, and the obvious thing is him sleeping with Chaz to like get into whatever Chaz is doing.
Oh yeah,
that's obvious. But he's there from jump. He doesn't trust anything that's happening the moment he realizes that this is Moxie's family home.
Yep.
Because he knows Moxie and he trusts Moxie. And the fandom is kind of split here because the fandom loves to hate Blitz and loves to be like, he doesn't care about Moxie. And I'm like, did we watch Truth Seekers or not? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand. Obviously he cares about Moxie. But yeah, it's clear that in multiple times throughout this episode is Krim trying to drug the crew except for Millie. Because there's a moment during the next morning where Chaz comes up to the table, almost sits in Moxie's place to drink his coffee, and Krim shoos him off. And he goes, what the fuck? Like, his body language, Chaz's body language is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's implied that Krim is also trying to drug Moxie during the ceremony, just to be like, just get it over. I don't need his whining. Just get through it, or whatever. But Moxie never drinks the coffee. And if you notice, it's like Blitz does technically take a sip, but there's a moment where he looks down at the drink and has this weird expression. And then in all of the scenes after this, sinking ice cubes, thank you. Yeah, the ice cubes are never at the top. And there's a moment where he looks down at the drink and makes a weird expression. And then he takes a sip, but in the scenes after this, the amount of liquid in the cup doesn't go down at all. And people take this as being like, well, the animators just didn't make there be less liquid because that's just a thing. Why would they? They're just doing it. It's a drink. They just animated it. They weren't thinking about how much liquid was in the cup. And I was like, yes, they were. Like, in my opinion, they put way too much thought into everything that happens in every scene. Do you think they weren't having this like subtle back and forth the whole time? I think so, personally. Hang on. Like, Blitz is immediately uncomfortable too with this conversation now that he understands what's going on. And then he like looks down at, hang on. I hate when when Windows does this.
Plays. Yeah, I was in the circus for a long time.
Yeah, and he does have high tolerance as well, but I don't know if he even took a drink or if he just pretended to take a drink. You know, where you like slurp at a drink, but you don't really take a sip.
Yeah.
So he looks at it and he just kind of goes, takes a sip. But if you keep looking at it,
better than that.
The cup's full.
You know there's no business before dinner. Besides, we're still waiting on one more.
What is up, party people?
Chaz?
You can still gulp.
What? You know.
I mean, I was like, I could go up to the microphone right now and make a gulp, even though there's no liquid in my mouth.
I have 2 big sex reunions today. How lucky am I?
Did you date him too?
But you're right. Even if he did actually take a sip, he has a high tolerance.
People in any room I'm in.
Either way works.
There's someone who's fucked both of you.
But my thing is that, like, his cup is pretty much full the whole time.
But I still remember it like it was yesterday. You a fledgling mafioso, me, the dashing and extremely sexy muscle. It was like it was written in the stars.
Ha! Moxie and the Mafia, that's fucking
That
rich.
cup's full, and the cubes are very much at the bottom of the glass. Like, it was a little debatable in the previous scene, but in this scene, those ice cubes are at the bottom. And the cup is almost full. Yeah, and there's even with the spilling, the cup is almost full. It's not something that the animators just chose to neglect, in my opinion. Not with what we've seen of this show up to this point, analyzing it from an animator's perspective.
Yeah.
You could argue this in other media where they're not thinking about what the internal dialogue is between characters in the scene. If they're just animating the scene with the scene's context alone and not the internal message, like the internal dialogue that's going on between characters, which is the thing that happens in a lot of like mainstream television. But in a show like this, no, they are thinking about this. And he never sips it again. It's only the once. I have watched this many times. He never sips it more than one time. So if he does sip it for true, it's once. And if he fakes sipping it, he never attempts to sip it ever again. Like, this is a drink he does not finish.
Oh, shit.
You've never told me this before.
I don't really like to talk about this part of my life.
And that's the other thing, is that Blitz is very street smart. He's not educated formally. He didn't go to school or have like a higher education of any kind. Mm-hmm. But he grew up poor. It's still full, by the way. He grew up poor, and he grew up in an abusive household, and he knows the streets. Like, he's very street smart.
Yes.
So it's like, if you're going into a new place with an untrustworthy guy, it's like, you're gonna be wary of whatever you're eating or drinking. So, like, Blitz is firmly taking the dad situation here, like the boss role. Like, he's looking out for his people here, 110%. Even though episode is supposed to be, and rightfully so, focused on Moxie. I just want to give the props to my boy for looking out for his people here. Because, like...
He do.
People like to say that because he is so mean to Moxie up until at least Truth Seekers. And I would argue he's not ever super mean to Moxie after Truth Seekers, by the way. But he's so mean to Moxie up to that point that I can understand people being like, why would he do all of this? But, like, if you pay a lot of attention to Blitz as a character and his growth and his motivations, he truly does care about all of IMP.
Yes.
And so he's going to be if he realizes that he's in a situation where he might need to protect them, like, say, from an abusive family situation, he's gonna be, especially because he came from an abusive household, he's gonna be looking out for that shit the whole time. And it's wild to think that he wouldn't be, especially considering how he grew up.
Well, like you said, it was a long time ago.
That's such nice animation.
It is such good.
Hey! Hold on a
You're
sec.
gonna die, bitch!
Dinner is served.
We're just gonna look at Blitz just like looking at people back and forth. Like, he's assessing the situation
So, this is aggressively
the
uncomfortable.
entire time.
I suppose you want to know why you're here.
Yeah, so what gives? I mean, you know we kill people on Earth, right? We don't normally do contracts for locals, so if you want to do business with us, you gotta...
I don't want to do business with IMP. I want to do business with Moxie.
Yeah, he's just poking the food, but there's a point where you can see everyone's plates. And
because, well, we're bringing Chaz.
you start to notice that, like,
What?
Chaz
Since
has
when
eaten
can
some
just
of his
anyone
food.
Join the family. Come on, Mox. You had responsibilities.
Crims
here
had
that
his
I had to pick up
alcohol.
once you left. Now Chaz is going to lighten the load. Wait.
Yeah, this is the point where people have eaten. So, like, before that, it's like a thing where people have just been poking at their food, and it's like Crim has taken a sip, and Crim has definitely taken a bite of his food by this point. And it's only at that point that you see the fact that Blitz has actually eaten anything.
Yeah.
And that's just street smarts. Like, you don't eat until someone else eats first, because you don't know what they've put in the food. So yeah, just want to give my boy his props, because the fandom is very actually split about this. A lot of people think that it's tinfoily and not a thing that the animators were thinking about, which I think is an insult to the animation team.
Yeah.
Because as much as I can admit that there are things, especially even up to this point, where the animation team, there are stylistic inconsistencies, you know, but never to the expense of, like, the motivations behind the characters.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what it is artistically, it's like the intent is always about the relationship between the characters in the scene. And I think this comes from the idea that people have about the quote-unquote plot of Helluva Boss, where it's like, when you have a show where the focus is about the characters' inner arc and relationship with the characters in the scenes, you kind of need to have an animation team that does these, like, subtextual dialogues between the characters and animate that to where, like, you don't need the audience to actually understand. It's something that gives life to the characters in a way that is just felt. Mm-hmm. And whether or not the audience actually interprets and understands what's actually happening is irrelevant, because they can still understand it based off of, like, vibes, I guess. Like, the vibes are there. They can understand that a conversation is being had subtextually, even if they don't understand what that conversation is. Only if you're a freak like me do you actually sit down and analyze what's actually happening. Do you understand what's going on? But it is happening, and that's the intent. And it's disrespectful to the animators to totally disregard that as conspiracy theory. And it's like, I could be wrong about what the conversation is, but there is a conversation happening beneath the actual conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Angel. It's the brain's ability to subconsciously recognize body gestures. You know there's something happening subtextually in the scenes. You understand that. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't know what it is, you know something is happening. And yeah, I don't like that I don't like the idea of, like, insulting the people who animated this by saying that it's tinfoil. It's not tinfoil. There is something happening here for sure. Mm-hmm. Even if I'm not 100% sure of what's happening, which I'm pretty sure, but, like, I could be wrong. To say that there's nothing is an insult, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, definitely an insult.
Anyway, that's episode 3. I think we have time for one more.
Do we?
Do we? Or do we not? It's up to you, actually, not me.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Shit. Okay, never mind. There's a lot, actually, that's going on with X's and O's, and I just, there was a lot I needed to say. I have a lot of things to say about the next episode, too, but in a different way.
Well, we can get to that.
Yeah. Western Energy is my least favorite episode in season 2, and I have a lot of reasons why. And I would like to talk about it because there's a lot of cool things, like animation-wise, that I think happen. But narratively, I think it's probably the weakest episode in this season. Mm-hmm. And one of the weakest episodes in the show. And I think that Unhappy Campers, the episode that comes after it, gets a lot of flack in its place, which I think is unfair.
Which is so funny because I actually don't like Unhappy Campers.
Many people don't. But I have a lot of defense of Unhappy Campers in comparison to Western Energy. From a narrative perspective.
Sure.
For people who don't like secondhand embarrassment or cringe humor, I understand why they hate Unhappy Campers. And I know you are one of those people. You hate feeling embarrassed.
I hate
for other people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So that, and like, I have a feeling a lot of people who dislike Unhappy Campers have a lot of not you, but a lot of people who don't like Unhappy Campers have unaddressed transphobia that they don't realize they have. Like, they think they don't have transphobia, but it's still internalized in a way they haven't addressed yet, if you understand what I mean.
I don't like all the incest humor.
Yeah. I understand. The
incest humor bothers me.
It's a thing that I kind of, for me, it was like purely embarrassment for like trying to be in the in-group and failing really hard or whatever. It's like how you can't stand watching something like The Office kind of thing, of like trying too hard and failing. But I think a lot of people who don't like Unhappy Campers have some issues. They feel uncomfortable with drag and they don't care for the gender swap stuff.
Oh, I love the ginger
I know
shop.
you do. And we'll talk about how Moxie slays in that episode because I think
And
Millie, but like I listen, Moxie's
Goes
look is
there.
everything. Moxie slays in that episode to me, looks wise.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with cringe humor personally. I'm in my embrace your cringe era.
You know what's so funny is it's not so funny. It's just an interesting perspective switch of how the reason I don't like Unhappy Campers is the incest humor. That's the only thing.
I'm a Game of Thrones fan. I'm a veteran in the game.
That's the only thing about the episode I don't like is the incest humor. Everything else about the episode I'm perfectly fine with. But so that bothers me. But rewind back to Has Been Hotel pilot and they make a Jeffrey Dahmer joke.
Oh yeah.
That didn't bother me.
Yeah, but that's fucked because like the victim's family's still around. That's really fucked. I didn't actually know anything about Jeffrey Dahmer when I first saw that pilot. So like now because the Dahmer thing has come out, the Dahmer
the Dahmer
show or whatever.
The Dahmer show was a travesty.
Yeah, but I didn't know because I wasn't a big true crime girly for a long time. I've gotten into it. I gotten into like watching stuff like Bailey Sarian and stuff in recent years, but like it's newer to me than I think it is to maybe a lot of people. So like I didn't actually know a lot about who Jeffrey Dahmer even was the first time I saw the pilot. Now I'm like, the victims of Jeffrey Dahmer are still living. Like that's kind of in poor taste retroactively. And I don't think I like that.
And see, that's what I find so interesting is that I find the incest humor in poor taste, yet you find the Dahmer joke in poor taste. And it like, for me, it was like nothing.
Bits because like I know that the Dahmer thing affects real people, whereas like
incest affects
real people, and like and to a point you would think I would have somewhat of a personal connection there too, but it's like I guess I'm a bit at this from one end being close enough and on the other end being removed enough to be able to be like, I obviously know this is not being like taken as like seriously enough. And maybe it's because I have somewhat of a connection there that I can be like, well, I don't find this offensive. Whereas like, I don't know how the people who are living, who are attached to Jeffrey Dahmer feel about that joke, you know? So it's like it's not my place to really say whether or not it's okay. Because I have no connection to that.
It's not my place to say whether or not it's okay. It's just like...
for those who don't know, I'm a survivor of like familial grooming and CSA. So like the incest thing is like a... What? Like I don't... It doesn't... I can just kind of be like, well, it doesn't bother me.
But, it's just interesting how I just wanted to bring up that different like perspective.
Well, it could be the other way around, you know? Yeah. Like there are people who could be like, I'm too attached to incest jokes, but I'm not at all attached to anything to do with the Dahmer cases, so it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? So like for me it's the opposite. Because like I'm not a person that has any attachment to the Dahmer case, that I can't understand how people who are would feel. Therefore it's uncomfortable. I can't dictate how that should affect me because I don't have an attachment to it. Whereas like if there's humor related to something that I've suffered from, I can be like, yeah, I have enough closeness to this to where I can be like, I could see where the humor's at, I guess.
I don't know. I know none of the Dahmer stuff. I avoid the bad things. I don't need bad.
Yeah, keep avoiding it. It's bad.
Yeah, don't
look into it.
Don't look into Dahmer.
No, I'm serious. Don't look into it. Yeah, if it's hard for you, don't look into it. Some people say like the don't look into it as a challenge, but I'm serious, for your mental health, don't look into it.
Yeah. And I say this as somebody who knows extensively about Dahmer.
I do now. I wish I didn't, but I do now.
Like, I do. I've done my research.
That, and it's like there are things that I am kind of close to that I would not like to be joked about, that I'm like, if I could have been in that position and I'm like grieving somebody who was taken from me in that way, I think I would not be okay with that being made a joke. Mm-hmm. But I'm so removed from the CSA stuff because it's been like 20 years and like I'm safe. I've processed it. I can kind of like poke fun at it because I'm there in a comfortable place. But like there are other things that I've been through that I'm not there. And I can understand a position of somebody who's a victim in that way that they wouldn't be. And I'd be like, that's fucked. They should have, to make that a thing is kind of messed up.
I believe someone needs to go to bed as they have a doctor's appointment in the morning.
True.
I do have a doctor's appointment in the morning. I just wanted...
I don't. I actually woke up at 4 p.m., so I'm awake, but I am drunk, so...
I just wanted to bring that up because I think that...
It is interesting.
It's an interesting perspective.
Between the two of us, how that is.
Yeah.
But, like, my issues between Western Energy and Unhappy Campers have nothing to do with their humor. They have to do with narrative structure.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that, because I've thought about it a lot and I've removed myself a lot from the jokes, that I've been able to look at it from a more, with a more critical eye as, like writing wise, how things are constructive narratively and the A-B plot structure. Mm-hmm. That I think Western Energy really fucking fumbles and is really bad at. And Unhappy Campers is also not the best at. Not great, but better. And a lot of people would disagree with me because they are so unable to look past their discomfort with the humor in Unhappy Campers. Mm-hmm. Where I've done so much in like thought about this, writing wise, that like the whatever makes me uncomfortable about either one is kind of not a factor, and I'm just thinking about it structurally, where like that's where my perspective comes from.
Right. To
where like I'm very confident in my opinion about Western Energy versus Unhappy Campers. I think Unhappy Campers is a bit unjustly demonized. And Western Energy is not held up enough as a weak episode. People really kind of like do not consider it to be one of the weakest episodes.
It's because
for reasons I'll point out when we get there.
Well, it's because they're blindsided by Stryker.
Yes, and other things. But like, yeah, but mostly to do with Stryker. But yeah, we'll get there the next time. But like, I think that I think they're a bit, their judgment might be clouded slightly, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that'll be a spicy conversation for when we get there. I think we can maybe possibly all agree on Oops being one of the strongest episodes.
Oops is a good episode.
So, hopefully, I hope we can get to Oops the next time we do this. Because I feel like I won't need to pause much during both Western and, well, especially during Unhappy Campers. Because there's not a lot I need to really go over animation-wise. There's nothing especially impressive animation-wise to go over in Unhappy Campers. And Western Energy has like maybe 2 or 3 points animation-wise for me to like gawk at. So we might get through them quickly, perhaps. I knew X's and O's was going to be a thing. I knew I was going to need to stop a lot during it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm excited to keep going.
Me too. I really enjoy this, like, watch through. And who knows, maybe the webcam will be back next time. I'm just drunk and really gross right now. And this room is filthy. I need to clean this room really badly. So, you know.
I should even watch another episode. I'm not tired. I just know I need to go to bed.
No, I know you're not tired. I know that you're like totally down to go for another one, but you only have to clean what the camera can see. Yeah, the problem is that like I should clean the whole room anyway because it makes it easier for me to work.
Yeah.
You know, it's better for your mental health. I spend a lot of time in this room. It's easier when it's clean. It does help your mental health to have a clean space to work in. So I do need to clean this room. And yeah. You could do another episode, but we shouldn't because we'll be talking about... I think we should do Western Energy and Unhappy Campers back to back so that we can talk about that.
Okay.
Because I'm really fighting for that. I'm in the most hot take zone. People really, really want to defend Western Energy and really, really want to argue that Unhappy Campers is the worst episode in the whole show. Never mind season 2, the whole show. And I think they're wrong.
They're wrong.
And I have a lot of really hot takes about it, and I think it's important to do them back to back to make the point.
I mean, like, I've already voiced my uncomfortableness with the incest jokes in Unhappy Campers, but other than that, it's not a bad episode. It's a good episode.
Yeah. You need to remove yourself from what makes it uncomfortable in order to look at it objectively from writing, like a writing perspective.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm not trying to say that it's objectively good. I'm just trying to say that it's not objectively bad. So we'll talk about it next time. I think that we should do it back to back.
Yeah.
No, I get it, Angel. And I think it's good that you're acknowledging that because I think that is what it is for most people. And I think I understand some of the reasons why for some people and some other reasons why for some other people. And like, it's not that I'm trying necessarily to invalidate other people's opinions. It's that I think they are a bit misguided by certain feelings. So we'll get into it next time. It's going to be a whole thing. We should do them back to back. So we'll do that next time. You should go to bed even though you're not tired.
Yeah.
I should make myself some food because I am drunk. And I do have a little bit of stuff I need to do before I need to go to bed. And I need to go check on Link. Which I don't think I mentioned at the top of stream, but I haven't streamed much lately because my cat is very sick and I'm sad. Because he's old and sick. Anybody who's been in Discord knows.
Yeah.
So he's doing okay today. He's doing good today.
He went up them stairs so good.
Yeah. He's 15. He's old.
Oh yeah, don't let me forget My Hero tomorrow.
Yeah, ping me. Thank you for the hugs. I understand. I'm trying to work myself up to the inevitable. Nobody can live forever, but like it's hard. He's old. He's been with me my whole adult life. That's a hard thing to work through. But yeah. Ping me so that I can remind Sid about the thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to go get some food so I can be less drunk. And y'all have a great night, and we'll be back. Wait, did we decide Thursday? Because I need to work Saturday?
Yeah.
Thursday night?
Thursday night.
At some point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So Thursday night at some point. Keep an eye on Discord.
Yeah.
Or Blue Sky.